Hey everybody, Chris Eggleston here. Super excited to be going over this Mantis white label program with you. This isn't new. We've had this program for a little over a year, but we're just getting ready to ramp it up and really go gung-ho with it in 2019. We've had a lot of success over the last year and seen a lot of ways we can improve and make it better, and that's what we're doing. So we're super excited, ramping up, rolling this out right now, trying to get more people interested and just give them a better idea of what's going on and what we're doing. So that's what this quick overview is going to be about, all right? So hopefully you'll stick through it and watch it because there's going to be a lot of great information here. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible, goes quickly as I can through it, but I want to make sure I get some good detail in there for you too, so there's enough for you to move forward with a good decision or at least get to the next step. So what is the program? Real basic, white label is white label, right? This just means that you get to resell our services while we do the fulfillment as you. So your customers don't know that you're outsourcing this WordPress website support to us, okay? They won't have any idea. We will operate as you. We will respond as you. We use a white label system so that you provide us an email address that would be like help at or support at your domain. And then that's where they send their tickets into, their request for help to, and then that's what we reply to. So keep it super simple that way, but it allows us to be discreet, allows us to be white labeled essentially. We don't do phone support, so you don't have to worry about that. Everything is done through email or through your website if you choose, which is a feature coming in 2019, by the way. So our mantra, our motto, our one-liner is that it's your clients, our developers, right? So just real basic, you have the clientele, you bring them to us, and we provide them the support, all right? We don't ever take your clients. They don't know that, again, that Mantis is actually the company providing support. They think it's you and your company. So let's look at if you're fit for this, right? So I broke this down into two separate columns, two kind of like specificities. We've got like freelancers and independents here on the left, and then it gets a little bit more broad into agencies, a little bit bigger. So if you consider yourself a freelancer, then you're a great fit, right? You're doing website design, you're doing website development. Maybe you're just a copywriter. Believe it or not, we have a client who's a copywriter. That's all she does. She just writes copy, usually like blog content for her customers. That's all she's doing. But she uses our service because her clients didn't know who else to talk to when they would need a WordPress update. They'd get this notification in their dashboard, you need to update, or something would break and they get errors on their site. They didn't know who else to go to, so they would just reach out to her. And she's a nice lady, and so she would always say, yeah, let me take care of that for you. And she would just do it, wouldn't charge them anything. And so we met and had the opportunity to introduce her to the white label program, and now she's able to, we helped her put together a little package, a service package that she can now sell to her customers and saying, hey, look, I can definitely help you with that. Here's what we need to do. We need to get you on our subscription plan so that we can take care of it. She doesn't have to worry about it. Again, the white label. Mantis takes care of the website for her. She just gets to make some money. All right, and you'll see in the next section the benefits. One of the key benefits that she gets to experience is being a full service provider. She's doing more than just copywriting now. She's providing more solutions, a better experience for her customer. So marketing services, you may be a freelancer just doing marketing services, but it also means that you're maintaining a website or you have full control of this website. So you're the one that may be taking action on the updates of WordPress or the plugins, or maybe you hit a snag and maybe you're more of a designer. We have a couple designers that they don't know any backend stuff. So when there's a WordPress error, they freak out, they're worried, they're scared, which is totally understandable. It's just not their realm of expertise. So with us, they're able to make sure that customer gets taken care of. And then on the right-hand side here, you're looking at agencies, right? Web agency is more of a broad agency. Like if you're a web agency, you're like I was. When I first started my original business back in 2007, started as a freelancer just doing WordPress websites, and then moved into adding marketing services, and then hosting, and then maintenance, and we became a full-service agency. And so we did it all. But maybe right now you're a web agency that's not doing the support, or maybe you're doing the support and you don't like it. That's kind of where I was with my first agency, because we just had way too much going on. And the thing I liked the most was the support, but it wasn't profitable enough for me just to do that, right? We made most of our money in the front end work, building out the websites and doing the marketing. The support, it did generate some residual revenue, which was cool, but it just wasn't enough at the time, right? When I was doing it, we didn't have the ability to do it as successful as we do today. And so I love the tech. I love figuring out problems and being a problem solver and trying to figure out what's going on, why isn't this working? And so for me, working with Mantis has been like a dream come true, where all we're doing is solving problems and fixing broken stuff. So I totally love it. But if you're a marketing agency, I've worked with marketing agencies before that they don't do any WordPress support. They may build out new websites, but they're using things like Divi, Elementor, which is totally cool. They're awesome page builders, and they give you the ability to build some pretty awesome websites. But most of the time, the people building out those websites, they're just front end, right? All I know is what's WordPress and what's that plugin or that theme that they're using. They don't really know the back end stuff still, right? So they're still running into problems. And there's a lot of cost in maintaining a website. You got to have somebody there to do the updates. And if you're an agency, you've got several customers. Most agencies that we're working with have 20 plus regular customers. So they're maintaining 20 plus customers on a regular basis. And so having to provide website support on top of that just adds a ton to their plate and another body. Another full-time employee to manage that kind of workload. So marketing agencies are partnering with Mantis. IT service providers, this one's pretty exciting. We have a couple IT service providers, but it just kind of made sense for them to evolve into this direction. One of them told me, he said, "Hey Chris," I asked him, I said, do you guys currently do website stuff? And he says, "No, but for the last several years," and he's been in the business, I think it's like 20 plus years, he says, "For the last several years, I've been asked, do you guys do websites? Or, hey, can you work on my website? My website's having a problem. Can you fix it?" And he's always just said no. He used to have somebody he would refer to, but they got sketchy and kind of disappeared, and he didn't have them to refer to anymore. And the people he had originally referred to them were coming back to him saying, "Hey, we can't get a hold of so-and-so." So we ended up meeting, I don't remember where, but we ended up meeting somewhere and just having a long talk, and it just made sense for him. So he came on board as a partner with Mantis, and today we service his customers because it's really easy for him to say, "Hey, look, we can fix that website, or we can build you a new website." When they come to him and ask him, he just says yes. And then he uses his connection with us, his partnership with us, to be able to provide whatever it is, whether it's new builds, because we do have that ability. We do have a service where we will provide that for you, not within the support plans or the care plans, but we do have where you can purchase like chunks of our development time and things like that for those kinds of things. So he'll come to us for that because he doesn't have any experience, and he pretty much just turns a project over to us. He'll do the initial client stuff and then say, "Here's what we need to do," and we'll interact with the client because, again, we can do that via white label because, like we mentioned, we're doing everything via email. And if there ever needs to be any face-to-face or phone conversations, that would be on his part. We would communicate with him, and he would take care of that. So it's been really great for IT service providers. It just is a natural evolvement for them to move from just being like phone support and providing, because they're going into offices and they're setting up networks and they're setting up computers and they're providing computer hardware and they're providing software and they're maintaining phone systems. So it just made sense for them to evolve in that direction because a lot of them get asked. Resellers. Resellers is another one. So there are people who all they do is resell other people's products. They don't provide any services. They just do reseller businesses. So there's companies that allow you to resell. I'll give you a good example. GoDaddy, for example. GoDaddy has a reseller business. You can pretty much resell it's probably like 90% of their products and services you can resell. Okay. As a reseller with GoDaddy, you sign up, you pay an annual, and then you're free to go and sell hosting, domains, email, whatever else GoDaddy does, right? And then you just run that business and resell. You don't have to fulfill on anything. You don't have to do anything other than just grow the business. And so we partner with some of those resellers, and they want to be able to provide WordPress support because GoDaddy for resellers doesn't provide that support. GoDaddy has WordPress support because they purchased WP Curve a couple years ago, but they don't resell that through. They don't have a white label ability to resell that through the reseller program. So some of these GoDaddy resellers are getting calls from their customers saying, "Hey, look, I need a developer. I called your support, but they said you guys don't provide that." But now we're able to work with them to be able to provide that support mechanism that their customers need for taking care of the websites. Because yeah, GoDaddy doesn't do any website support for their resellers. Okay, so these are kind of the niches, kind of the focuses that we're in, that we're working with currently, and that's ever growing. We're always finding new ways to work with unique businesses or unique business models. So even if you're not listed here, but you're thinking, hey, this would actually be perfect, just keep watching, because there's going to be an opportunity for us to talk and figure out if it's a good fit. Okay, so let's look at some of these key benefits. So on the left hand for you, let's start there. Complete service provider. I gave you an example of our partner who's a copywriter, right? Before, she would do the services without charging for them. Today, she gets to perform those services and actually charge for them, and it makes more sense for her. Her customers are happy to pay it because they love her and they love the services she's been providing, and they love the fact that she's able to do more for them, that she's able to provide even more services for them. So it's been great, which rolls into the next one, right? They get long-term relationships. A lot of the designers and developers that we work with as partners, before, all they were doing was one and dones. When I first started back in 2007, all I did was one and dones. It wasn't financially feasible. There was too much overhead involved, not enough profit margins to be able to provide hosting and maintenance, because we didn't have the kind of technology and WordPress environment that we have today. There were no page builders, there was no Divis, no Elementors, there were no premium themes when I started. Premium plugins was a newer thing. What else? Hosting companies were still evolving and didn't really know how to properly provide WordPress hosting or support the hosting. Maintenance was complicated because it all had to be done manually. There weren't these backup plugins. There weren't these tools like iThemes has for maintaining websites, or Managed WP provides for software for providing managing multiple websites. Everything had to be done one-on-one. And so as my agency grew, I had to hire one individual whose job every day was to go and make sure websites didn't need to be updated, and if they did, to update them, plugins, themes, do backups, all that stuff. So as time evolved, it makes more sense today to where we're able to provide these kind of services, and you're able to provide these kind of services with or without us, and still be profitable in doing it. So you can build these long-term relationships now because you can do more, you can offer more. Instead of the one and dones, you're saying, hey, look, let's build this website and then let's continue to work together, because look, this is WordPress. WordPress is updated every month. Generally, plugins need to be updated. Sometimes your theme's going to need tweaks to be able to support, especially if you're building custom things, right? They're going to need to be updated to be able to support the latest versions of WordPress. Same if you're building custom plugins. All these different things fall into place, right? And so as you build these long-term relationships, you're providing a reason for your customers to stay with you and to maintain this relationship with you. It rolls on to the next one. More referral potential, right? The more happy your customers are, the more thrilled they are of working with you, the better they feel about you and what you're able to provide them, the more likely they're going to tell their friends or their coworkers or whatever it is, hey, look, you got to talk to my guy or gal. They're awesome. I know they'll be able to help you, right? So your business grows. Recurring and residual revenue. Like, I don't really need to say much about that, I hope, right? If you are not familiar with recurring and residual revenues, you got to get there, right? In the beginning, the one and dones in my business was good. It was okay. I had to stay pretty busy. I had to do a couple of websites a week in order to maintain the financial income that we needed, but nothing was residual. Everything was one and done. So I'd get paid and I'd have to go find more work. So I was constantly just like pushing, grinding my nose, right? And just busting my butt, pounding the pavement, trying to find the next gig, trying to find the next website. And so making sure that we had a consistent flow of work month after month, year after year. But when I started introducing residual recurring revenue, right, it made sense to where now I could better forecast. Now I could better plan. Now I knew I had X amount of dollars coming in every month. Let me see. Okay, so I worked out this math equation just to kind of give you a little idea, a little taste of what it's like, okay, reoccurring residual revenue, what it's going to mean for you, okay? So look, let's just take you've got 10 clients, right? Let's say you get 10 clients converted over to adding the Mantis support to, okay? Let's say you charge them $180 per month per site. All right, of that $180 per month, give me a little laser pointer here. Of this $180 per month, you are going to pay us 120 months per site, right? That's going to go to Mantis. That's going to be our fee for that plan. Now, this is our top tier plan. This is the ultimate WordPress support package, okay? So you're going to pay us. That means you're going to keep $60 a month, okay? So month over month, we're able to keep these 10 clients. Month over month, you're going to get an extra $600 a month in residual recurring revenue as profits, 100% profits. Now, the only way this isn't profits is if you're actually going out and doing marketing, paying for advertising, paying for marketing to bring in new clients. But if you're just doing emails or making phone calls to your existing client base, even if it's somebody you haven't talked to in over a year, which is perfect scenario, which we have trainings on, by the way. Another great thing about working with Mantis is, look, we don't just provide the service. I coach you. I help you implement the service into your business. I have programs and I have a podcast, The Smart Reseller, where I provide trainings and ideas and concepts and implementation for how do you do this? How do you make this work? What do you need to do? What's the next step? Right? So another great thing about working with Mantis, it's just not WordPress support. Man, we're helping you build this into your business. We're helping you actually make money with this. So, we'll show you ways to market it. We'll show you ways to invite your customers and to get your existing customers on board. But look, the math is awesome. The math is brilliant, right? And I can say, like I said, as long as you're not paying for marketing, as long as you're not paying for advertising, the money that you generate by using Mantis for WordPress support, for website support, can be 100% profit for you, which means that's your money to do with it what you want. It doesn't have a place to go. It's not pre-spent. It's not predetermined to pay the light bill or anything like that. That's pure profit. Now, again, I'll give you some suggestions of what I think you should do with that money in order to continue to grow your business if that's what you want. But hey, having $600 a month that you didn't have the month before coming in residually, reoccurring, it's going to really help. It's going to be, it'll just change the way you're able to run your business. So the last one on the benefits for you is you get to be the hero, right? Your customers are going to be emailing us for the support. We're going to be fulfilling on that support. But look, you're always going to be the hero because they don't know that it's Mantis. They just think that it's you, which is awesome, right? We don't need the praise. We don't need that. We just love to fix problems. That's what we do. We just love to get our hands dirty and figure out what's going on, and our job is to make you the hero. Okay, so let's look at the right hand side of this. So the benefits for your clients, right? They get peace of mind, right? And these things are the things that we will coach you on implementing and to use in your verbiage when you're trying to upsell this and add this to your plans and to your packages. But they get confidence, not only confidence in their website and the fact that it's going to be there tomorrow and that it's going to work when their customers show up, but confidence in you and that you can actually provide great service and that you are a solution that they can count on. And then they get help when they need it, right? Our help is technically 24/7, so they can submit a ticket at any time. There's always somebody there ready to help when it's needed. So there's no, waiting for a call back. There's none of this drag time and frustration of waiting on all of that. Focus on their business, right? They get to focus on their business and not their website. I can't tell you how many times I'd get phone calls. This was pre-Mantis. This was, back when I had my first agency. We'd get phone calls from people just saying, hey, look, I got a phone call today. I've got several phone calls. Emails, people trying to go to our website and our website's not working. And again, back then we didn't have the technology that we have today for us to be able to know these things. the uptime monitors that we have today, right? That ping us, that send us text messages and emails, and send us uh, Slack notifications when a website's down, right? Like all of these things. Um, we didn't have those back then, and so we would get those phone calls, and I guarantee you that some of your customers or some of your clients who you've worked with in the past have got those phone calls or got those emails or went to their own website and saw that it was down. They called their hosting company. Their hosting company said, sorry, it's website related, we can't help you. And this is most cases, not the hosting company we provide or that we recommend, but in most cases this is what the hosting companies say: you got to call a developer. Well, they've either lost your phone number or they don't have a relationship with you, so they're not going to call you. They're going to think about, oh, who's that guy at my networking meeting, or who's that lady at my chamber of commerce? I'll just see what they can do for me, right? So it takes them out of that focus of their business. So now they're not doing what they need to be doing that day to make money. So a huge benefit for them is they just get a focus on their business. They don't have to worry about the website because we do that for them. And then happiness, right? We obviously know happiness is a good thing from our clients and our customers. We want them to be happy because the happier they are, the more likely they are to do this, is to refer us. The more likely they are just to give us more money, right? Because we've already proven, hey, look, we can do this for you. Let us keep doing it. So we talked about the math. Let's just look at the math one more time because it's beautiful. 10 clients, you're charging $180 per month per site. You're going to keep $600 a month of that, okay? And the best thing is you don't have to get your hands dirty. We get to do all the work for you. So how does it work? Let's do a quick overview of this. Real simple. Okay, this is you down here. Okay, this is you, our partner. You got Mantis website up here. So you would go to our website basically, and you would look at your customer base, those ones that you've already got ready to convert over, who are ready to move forward, or even if you just say, okay, look, this is my average customer, this is what I want, and this is probably the plan that's right for them. Again, guys, this is all the stuff that I help you with. This is all the stuff that I do to help you implement what we do into your business so you can make more money and grow your business, all right? That's a side note. But anyway, you pick the plan that you want from us, and then you can set up your website with your own pricing plan. You can do all this. You can put our exact pricing plans on your website with your pricing. You can have your customers pay through your website, however you want to do that, because it's how it's going to work. Your customers, right, they're going to need help, and they're going to say, we need help. We need WordPress support. We need help. Our website has a problem. We want you to support it. Okay? They're going to come to your website, and they're going to look at what packages you have to offer. Right? And you've already set these up similar to ours or the same as ours with your pricing. They come here, and they can just purchase. Right? And we'll show you. I actually have a course that we're actually launching this week on how we set this up with our own website for doing reoccurring subscription payment processing on your website. Really, it's super simple. One really simple plugin using the stripe.com sets up in literally, the course is for 5 modules, but I drug it out. Like literally, you could set it up in 10 minutes, okay? Okay, not 10 minutes. Let me take that. An hour. You could literally get it set up in an hour, okay? So anyway, right, so we'll show you exactly how to set this up. You can start promoting it, sending your customers to your website to where they sign up. Once they sign up for whichever package you do here, you'll come over to our site and you'll add them to your plan with us. And then we take over from there. Okay, so you're going to provide us with that email address. We need a help at or a support at email address from your domain name, which we're going to put into our system so we can track tickets for your clients. And then you'll have to set up an account with us so that you can log in and manage your subscriptions, we call them licenses. You're going to have licenses for each of your sites that you add, right? And then you're going to pay us for each of those sites as you add them, and then it's just month over month. And if one of your customers cancels service with you, then you just come over and cancel service with us. It's super easy, guys. Okay, there's not a lot of work here. We're keeping this super simple. All right, so again, this is what I do. Like Mantis is there to provide the support that you need, to provide the service that you need. And my job, the thing I love the most about working with Mantis is I get to work with you, the partner, the service provider. I get to help you implement all this and build out our services in your business. All right. So this is kind of how it works, right? Your customer your customer gets a database error or some kind of error on their website. They're frustrated. They don't know what to do. They think about you. You built the website. That's the only relationship that they have with you. They may have not talked to you for a month, for 3 months, for a year, 2 years, whatever. But they think of you. They try to call you. Maybe they try to call their hosting company. If they call you, what you're going to do is you're going to say, hey, look, you need to go to my website and sign up for the service. Now, if they already have the service, right, let's say they're already enrolled. Let's say they already have the service with you. This happens to their website, right? Again, you're going to have to train them. This is something else that we help you with. We teach you how to train your customers to send the email instead of call you or email you. But you're going to tell this guy, hey, look, buddy, you signed up for our subscription. You have our support service, so all I need you to do is send an email to help@whatever your domain is.com, and we'll get you taken care of. Okay? So you can make them feel better, but get your customers trained to where if they have an issue with their website, they're not calling you, they're not emailing you, they're just straight up emailing help@your domain and letting us take care of the problem. All right? So that's how it works in a nutshell, right? We have mantis.com, which is for you, the partner, the provider. And then we help you get your website set up. We help you implement this into the business. And then, boom, you teach your customers on how to properly use it. And that's basically how it is, guys. All right, that's how it works. It's super simple. One of the things we've been working on, like I said, we're making a bunch of changes and we're rolling this out in 2019, with some of the changes, and we've really been trying to simplify this and make it easy, not only to get involved and to get started, but to also implement into your business, right? Guys, I can't tell you, I've had so much experience. I've been doing this for 15 years. Okay, I've been in this industry for 15 years helping people just like you grow their businesses. Right? I started with a web agency. I had that web agency for 10 years, and then I went on to another one, and now I'm on with Mantis, and it's just super exciting to be able to be working with Mantis and helping you implement these services and grow your business. All right. So how do you get started? Real simple. You're going to go to mywp.pro/join Mantis. Okay. Jot that down. First thing you're going to do there is basically it's just how do you say that? Calendarly, I think, however they pronounce that. But you're just gonna pick a slot in my calendar. Basically, I think it's a 15-minute slot. You're gonna book a 15-minute slot. I'm gonna get a notification. I'm gonna send you a Zoom link, and basically, this is what the call is about. I want to learn about your business. I want to know what you're doing, why you think this is going to be a fit. I'm going to make sure that it's a fit. I'm going to clarify the details of the program, and then answer any questions that you have. Right? I'm not going to press you into getting involved and getting started. The whole point of this is to figure out if you're a fit. If you are fit, making sure that you have all your questions answered so that you can make the next decision. You can make the next step logically, all right? So go ahead, jump on over, go book your spot on the calendar. All I ask is that if you do take time on one of the 15-minute slots on the calendar, if you do take some time, show up or cancel it in advance so somebody else can fill the slot, all right? Because I just want it to be fair. But so if you sign up, show up. If you can't show up, go reschedule or cancel your slot. All right. So again, that's an overview of Mantis, what we have, what we're working on, what we can provide for you. Really looking forward to working with you. Hopefully this information is exciting for you. I'm super pumped, looking forward to 2019 and what we can do together to grow your business and get you doing what you want to do, or advancing in your career, or advancing in your business and really scaling to the next level. All right, so go ahead, take the next step. Below this video, if you don't want to go to Join Mantis, you can click on the button, you'll get a little pop-up form. You can fill out that form there too. That will also book a slot, and then we'll email you from there. All right, appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching this, and we'll talk to you soon.